so you need to turn in your student journal to the table of contents. And the last set of notes we took was page 23, 6.1 integers, which I told you before, that could be different than yours because I believe you have a page of vocab in yours at the beginning of chapter 5. So you could actually be on page 25 right now instead of 24. Okay. So just go by with what yours is. All right, so mine is page 24. And it's 6.2, adding integers. 6.2, adding integers. So first you need to fill out your table of contents, 6.2, adding integers. Yes, sir. Go up, you turn the page over and do it on the back page.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Then you would add another page if you have it. But we only have 24 pages, and there's about 30 lines, or at least 25. So you should be able to get through 50 pages on front and back, unless you're writing way too big. Then that tells you need to write smaller. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. All right, so page 24, 6.2, adding integers. So then you need to turn to page 24. Like I said, for you, it might be page 25. Put the page in the top right corner and circle it. And then at the top, title it 6.2, adding integers. All right, so first what we're going to do is we're going to use a number line. So you need to put using a number line to add integers. Using a number line to add integers. All right, what you want to do first is start on the first number. And we've already seen how to graph integers on a number line. We were doing that last week where you would graph a number and its opposite. All right, so the first thing you do is start on the first number. And then you move according to the second number. Okay. If the second number is positive, you move to the right. So if it's positive, you move to the right. And you move that many spaces, however many it tells you. If the number is negative, you move to the left. And you move, however many spaces it tells you. So if it's positive, you move to the right. And if it's negative, you move to the left. Okay? All right, so let's show you an example. So write number 1. -2 plus +3. -2 plus +3. So write that down first. -2 plus +3. And then I need you to go to your number line and find the number 2, or -2. So right here is -2. And it says add +3. Well, positive says go to the right. So starting at -2, you go to the right 3 units. So there's 1, 2, 3. The number you end up is your answer. So my pen ended up on number 1. So 1 is my answer. +1 would be my answer.
Easy.
I hope so.
I had that in my head.
That's awesome that you already did that. Number 2, that's our goal, is for you to be able to do it in your head. I want you to do 6 plus -10. 6 plus -10.
That's 4.
So you start at the 6. So right here at +6. And since it's a -10, you go to the left 10. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm at -4. So your answer would be -4. Alright, what questions do you have for me so
Yeah,
far?
can we just skip to the worksheet?
Can you?
Well, considering that you just got that wrong, I would say no.
I said it was 4.
You said 4. It's negative.
Well,
4
still,
and negative 4 are two completely different numbers.
only by 4 numbers.
Actually, by
No,
8.
dude.
Yeah.
It's got 8 numbers.
Okay, so,
Actually, it's different by a negative and a positive.
Oh my god.
alright, so
Get
yeah,
my level.
I would say we need to pay attention
I
and
am
not try to
paying
rush
attention.
you.
I have an A in
Alright, number 3.
Are you sure about that?
Number 3, I want you to do 3 plus 12.
Negative 12.
3, positive 12. 3 plus 12. So start at 3, start at positive 3, and since 12's positive, you move to the right 12. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is at 15.
Did we learn
there.
that?
Did you say it was 7 positive?
Yeah, I told you.
Did we learn this in 4th grade?
This is out of the 6th grade book.
This is.
Yes.
We're learning how to add and subtract.
Integers.
algebra. Pulling. Hey, I'm not complaining about the things.
Alright, number 4.
Yes.
Negative 8 plus negative 7. Negative 8 plus negative 7.
I need my calculator.
Alright, Daniel, what number do I start on?
Negative 8.
Alright, Caleb, do I move to the left or right?
Left.
So I'll start at negative 8 and move to the left 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is negative 15.
Sure.
This
Don't two negatives make a positive?
No,
Test.
you're thinking of multiplication.
Wow.
Listen, we're not there yet.
Yeah. That's too hard for us right now. We, I don't
Alright,
think I can
number
do that one.
Negative 20 plus 8. Negative 20 plus 8. Alright, Ethan, where do I start?
What's the question? Yeah, you started negative 20.
Alright, and then do I move to the left or right, Michelle?
Sorry.
I move to the right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is negative 12.
Yeah.
To the left, to the left.
Alright, and number 6. Negative 7 plus negative 3. Negative 7 plus negative 3. Alright, and where do I start?
7.
Negative 7.
7 or negative 7?
Negative 7.
I start at negative 7. Gavin, do I move to the left or the right? To the left 3. And Parker? Bless you. Parker, what number do I end up on? Negative 10. Okay. Everybody's doing really good.
Calculator's up.
Everyone's doing really good on using a number line.
Yep.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is see if we can figure out some rules because we're not going to have a number line with us every day. Now look at this number.
You use your phone.
Alright, hey guys, please be quiet. Look at the sign. See how this one was a negative and a positive, and then look at the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Negative, positive, answer. Positive, positive. Negative, negative. Negative, positive. Alright, so if you notice here, anytime the signs were different, you could just do 3 minus 2, which is 1, and then take the sign of the bigger number. So since 3 is bigger, it would be positive. Here, 6 and 10, they're two different signs, 6 and negative 10. So you subtract. 10 minus 6 is 4, and 10's bigger, so 4 would be negative. Here, they're the same, so you add and keep the sign. Here, they were the same, so you add and they would stay a negative. Here, they're different signs, so you subtract and you take the sign of the bigger one. Here, they're the same, so you add and keep the sign. So, here are your rules. I need you to write these rules down. Put rules.
Rules.
Alright, so rules for when you're adding integers. If the signs are the same, then what you need to do is add the two numbers and keep the sign. So if the two signs are the same, you need to add the two numbers and keep the sign. Okay, if the signs are different,
Okay.
if the signs are different, you need to subtract the numbers and keep the sign of the bigger number. So if the signs are the same, you add them and keep the sign the same. If the signs are different, you subtract the two numbers and keep the sign of the bigger number. Okay. And then our first example, I need you to write down -2 plus -4. So first and look to see if the signs are the same or different. They're both negative, so they're the same. So that tells me to add the two numbers. So you add 2 plus 4, which is 6. And then you keep the sign. They're both negative, so you keep it as a negative. So my answer is -6. All right, now let's write the second one down. Number 2. Let's write it down, please. -12 plus 8. -12 plus 8. Okay, so look and see if the signs are the same or different. This one's negative and that one's positive, so they're different. So that tells me to subtract the two numbers. Well, 12 minus 8 is 4. And then it says keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, between 12 and 8, 12's bigger and it's negative, so it makes it -4.
Bro, did you just show us a hat?
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry. I didn't know hat for a second. I was thinking about something totally different, and then
Miss
I looked up.
Goodman,
Mine
don't hack my
got
computer.
What did we say about you?
Can you give me a free Roblox coins? That's what Ian would be
All
asking.
right, number 3.
Boom.
6 plus 10.
Of course Ian.
They're both positive, so you add 6 plus 10 is 16, and you keep the sign. It's positive, so we keep it positive.
Boom.
That's so capital.
Number 4, -18 plus 7.
It's gonna be a negative.
All right, now, Alex, would you say that these are the same sign or different signs? Different. Different says subtract. All right. Trenton, what's 18 minus 7?
It's 9. Oh no, it's
It's
11.
11. All right, so my next question, which one's bigger? Gavin, what's bigger, 18 or 7?
18.
So would my sign be positive or negative?
It would be negative.
So -11.
What if 18 for negative?
All right, here's your next one.
Hey,
Number 5.
Miss Goodman.
Yes, sir.
But in like real world, wouldn't 7 actually be greater? Because like, then negative 18, because negative 18 is like you're
No,
in debt.
But whenever, yes, 7 is bigger than -18, but when you're adding them, you look to see which of these two, don't pay attention to the signs.
Yeah.
Look to see which of these two is bigger, and that's your sign. That's because hey guys, please listen, because that's a really good question. Because -18 is all the way over here, and 7 is not enough to get us to the 0 and to the positive side. So we stay on the negative side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 11. So yeah, so if you were negative $18 in the bank and you added 7 to it, it would only get you to negative 11. It wouldn't get you back up into the positive. All right, here's our next one. Negative 3 plus negative 8. All right, Ashton, tell me, am I going to add or subtract 8 and 3?
Subtract.
Why?
Cause those two simple words.
Boy, you gonna add those?
All right.
Add, my fault.
Okay, so you said they're the same. Well, when they're the same, it says add. So what's 8 plus 3?
11.
Perfect.
It's negative 11.
Now,
You said 8 plus 3.
all right, let's not call names, please. Now, it says keep the sign the same as these two.
Negative 11.
Perfect.
Give us
And number 6. $12 plus negative 15. 12 plus negative 15. All right, Amber, what do you think I'm going to do here? Am I going to add or subtract 12 and 15? All
Yeah, you're an Amber.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
Amber, what did you say?
Subtract,
Why am I subtracting?
because they have different signs.
They have different signs. All right, N, what's 15 minus 12?
Oh,
Is it negative 3?
Well, don't pay attention to the sign yet. What's 15 minus 12? Say that again. 3. And which number is bigger, the positive or the negative?
Well,
The 15, it's bigger and it's negative, so would this be a positive or a negative?
negative.
negative.
It's not negative.
All right, so we did some to where you use the number line,
It's not using the number line now.
and then we did some to where you use the rules.
Yeah. But I use my calculator.
We are going to use this number line again whenever we subtract them, so you need to keep up with this number line by putting it in your folder, but not right now. You get to keep it.
Oh, thank you, Miss. Guess what I'm gonna do with this?
It's like
I won't lose it within like the week we have it.
red.
Oh, you get it.